Strap in. Doki Literature Club Plus begins now. Now I didn't play any of the game, but I did. Okay, first of all characters in this game are over the age of 18. I did clear my save data after I launched it, just because I thought we'd maybe get the warnings again. Here we go. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. What were we literally just talking about? Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. I will not be viewing that, but just so you're aware, things may happen. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Now then, so this is where I got to yesterday when I launched the game to see what was going on. What I then did immediately was go to this exit button here, and I pressed it and this happened. I did not press login. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun here a little bit, but I did it. I'm invested already. Shall we see what happens? Logging in as root. Okay. Ah. DDLC side stories. Files. Mail. Pictures. Music. Settings. Pictures. Okay. This is okay. Just wallpapers. Poems. Okay. Mail? Any mail? No new mail. Okay. Music. Just soundtrack, I guess. I hope. Not the metaverse! Okay, that's fine. Okay, I guess we'll get back into it. Does it give you the warning every time? No, just that one. Okay. Right then, new game then. Please enter your name. Normally, on the wheel, would normally say Mr. Blobby. I can't do Mr. Blobby for this, can I? Can I? Would that take the edge off some of the... Might break up the tension in a good way? Okay, you can't have spaces, but we're going to go with Mr. Blobby. When I found that the first time, I liked it. The desktop thing. Okay, our name is Mr. Blobby. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the impact. I'm going to keep my camera on because I suspect this is going to be most of the game. It's going to be a lot of reading, I think. Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Newgrounds dating sims have come a long way. It's time for the Tom Bacon School of Voice Acting. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha 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 ha! That's my sorry voice. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Mr. Blobby says, blob blob. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Hello, Januska. I'm in the car on my way home. Got to keep my streak alive. That's mean, Mr. Blobby. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I guess we're a boy, probably. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Mr. Blobby was an excellent decision. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mr. Blobby, have you decided on a club to join yet? I suspect it might be the literature club. A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. All characters over the age of 18. It's let's say it's college. But yes, they're over 18. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried that you how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Shh. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I do like anime, apparently. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori... Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Oh, it's an American dev. It's not even a Japanese game. They've just done the Japanese style. Well, they're over 18. They've been held back, I guess. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Insert Derek Agora, I mean, I'm getting the word nonce. Should we have that on the soundboard? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have had planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Literally. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Is this going to feel weird as the anime-looking girl running horses game? I think it's going to get weird. I don't know if it's going to be that kind of weird or a different kind of weird. I suspect a different kind of weird. Anyway. Welcome to Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Says Girl 2. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Mr. Blobby, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Girl 1, Girl 2, and Girl 3. Do you think they're all sisters? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, said the character. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. My eyes are up here. Natsuki. Oh, they've got names now. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student who is over the age of 18. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, disgusting! Turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? The disclaimer feels very much for legal reasons only. Yes. That's right. It's great to see you again, Mr. Blobby. Do we know Monica? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Mr. Blobby. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Crash Bandicoot. Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Oishi! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good! That's me. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Huh? Hey? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. And the cupcakes were laced with drugs. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for... Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I do like a cup of tea when I read. I'm not a tea drinker. Coffee for me, or a hot chocolate. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seems happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. You need to try hot chocolate. You've never had hot chocolate relics? That's, surprising. Normally hot chocolate is like the first hot drink you have as a human. You should give it a go. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Justice for relics or someone withholding hot chocolate from you? Have a hot chocolate, relics. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Gonna upset people in chat, Monica. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You're allowed your wrong opinion. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Don't make me turn the stream off. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Mr. Blobby, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Manga is reading. Hi, Ren on TikTok, welcome. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Why am I playing Doki Doki? Because it's spooky season, and this seems, you know? Can't manage manga graphic novels. I forget to look at the images. Telling a good story in such form is impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not of people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Take advantage of your own lack of imagination to throw you completely for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to her at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Hell yeah, horror! Amy's a fan of Yuri's choices. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Surreal horror is your favourite, Amy? That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I don't know about the manga, but the anime is cinema of what? Or just anime generally is cinema. I think solo leveling is literature, just a modern format. I don't think the word literature, I think, is just... I think literature can apply to any form of book, right? Literature, that's what I think anyway. I don't think literature is elevated above other types of... like an elevated type of book, I don't think. Personally. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mr. Blobby? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry. I thought... Mr. Blobby... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I'll join your bloody literature club. Modern literary fit is where it's at. It's way more accessible and slightly surreal. It's a fun time. We got surreal horror recommendations, Amy. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mr. Blobby, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Blob, blob. Blob, 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 blob. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Mr. Blobby, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Of all things? I'm not sure my thinking is how most people think of it. When there's a literature round and quiz, my family will turn to me and I have to tell them no because I don't read a lot. That doesn't mean I know literature. I think maybe when you seem to be equating literature with classics, maybe. But I don't, and I think probably that might be what's expected in a literature round of a quiz, perhaps. But I think literature counts as books, personally, anyway. For me, literature does not equal all books. Okay, I'm the opposite. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. It's a poem writing game. Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield, Ripe by Sarah Rose Etter, The New Me by Halle Butler, We Ate the Dark is a great name. We Ate the Dark by Mallory Pearson, Mother Thing by Ainsley Hogarth. Interesting titles. Okay. Oh god, why is swimsuit an option? Ew. Let's go with lucky. Chocolate. Nature. Doki Doki. I don't know what Doki Doki means. It's tempting to put it in. Rainbow. Contamination. Shall we throw in at least what? I've got to do 20 of these words. Excitement. Entropy. Unstable disasters, Alemwell. Recently read a short history of nearly everything. I don't remember the author, but the book is awesome. History of science. Nice, like a non-fiction. It's very rare that I'll read a non-fiction. Bouncy. As in, like, bouncy castle. Pretty sure Doki Doki is for the sound of heartbeat. Oh, yes, I think I did remember hearing that. Now I think about it. Parfait. Why? Don't. Cheeks? What, really? Cheeks? Oh, Poetry Slam. I got to spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop. What a trophy. Ribbon. Spinning. What does effulgent mean? Oh god, really? Imagination. Bunny. Cheer. Hi worms, welcome. Oh hi. I may be dubious about this game, it's promising book chat, so it gets a point for that. Meaning of effulgent I got off Google. Shining brightly radiant. Emanating joy or goodness. Well, there we go. Heaven sent. Climax. They're over 18. Shh. Play. Poof. As in, gone in a poof of smoke. Is what that means. Nibble. Dream. Together. And milk. Hi again, Mr. Blobby. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Ah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mr. Blobby. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature. Hi, Mendy. You've been here a while. Dramatically entering. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here just to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Dramatic. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I was going to combine those words. Do not do that. Do not do that. Manga is literature! Natsuki says it. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I just received a message from my boss, even though I don't work today, need the boost. Yep, ignore that until tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. Mr. Blobby always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, even without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Mr. Blobby always shits it his best. That's what it said on screen, for sure. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mr. Blobby can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Hey, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when really it's not. What do I do? Hey? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Thank you, Yuri. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Is it accidental? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Why was there a wipe there? It's the same image. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. Nothing has happened yet, so now I'm thinking the book is perfectly innocent, and the twist is all the warnings are just to put you on edge and make you suspicious. We are 45 minutes in, and it's meant, like, I've heard it's a 4-hour game, and you're right, nothing's happened yet. So we'll see. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Hello, Soul. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing it that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Yes, be careful about joke spoilers about the twist, because, like, like, mods don't know what's a joke and what isn't. Because they don't know the game. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Wait a minute, let me just readjust my microphone a little bit. Eh? What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this thing really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? I've completely seen this playthrough entirely and I remember absolutely nothing. We haven't got to the memorable bit yet, maybe. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes, her eyes, her eyes, her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry! Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? No, not every day. Girl jump scares what we had here. It's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Definitely toothpaste. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. That's a good thing. It means that he's going to be honest with you. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Okay, now that's getting a little harsh. That's super mean. That was quite mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom because she is incapable of doing it herself. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Weird. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Mr. Blobby trying this. He's not the most dexterous of individuals. Hey? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though.
I'm getting the word. ... Nonce.
In a Japanese accent. Thank you, Nixie, for the likes on the TikTok. Appreciate it. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Chaos. ... I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
We've all heard the expression, clothes make the man.
December, I'll be in Beijing.
You ever have a job as a waiter? Can a home ever be truly
Never
safe?
had your job as a waiter.
In December,
Maybe
I'll
we'll
be in
find out
December.
about
Opening
I struggle to
In December, I'll be in Beijing.
Check the back sections of newspapers, magazines.
Opening up new pork market. In December, I'll be in Beijing. Opening up new pork
You ever have a job as a waiter?
I'll be in Beijing.
Opening up new
pork
Can a home ever be
in
truly safe?
December, I'll be in Beijing. Opening up new pork market. In December, I'll be in Beijing.
Have you ever walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car?
No.
57? That's quite a chaotic minute, wasn't it? Anyway, I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Yes, sweep. That's weird. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. When I was an adult and I'm still an adult.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Again. Don't say that out loud. Everyone's over 18. Anyway,
You look much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? So quite not to say anything about that line. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. Need a scroll bar disclaimer at all times, yeah. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned, so that you will be my boyfriend. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Me at Catholic school, I hated having my shirt fully buttoned up. Is that because your boobs were too big, Wolfman? And did a fellow student ever try and button your shirt up around your oversized boobs? And you were 18 when this happened, right? You were 18? You were definitely 18 when this happened. Tom, it's gone. What do you mean, Relics? I'm not gone. I'm still here, aren't I? Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Eh? I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning! You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Hey? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Mr. Blobby, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Well, I wrote 20 unrelated words. One of them was milk. Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. When I did poetry at uni, I read worse than 20 unrelated words. Who should I show my poem to first? Who should I show my to first? We will make a decision, but first of all, we've been playing this for an hour now, which means we need to take a break. So far, so not terrifying. We'll see what happens when we start reading our poem. I will see you in 3 minutes after the break. Goodbye. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. So far, nothing scary has happened. Hello, Elandria, coming in during the ads there. I don't know if anyone else is coming during the ads that I missed. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. We know Sayori the best, so I think we might start with Sayori. Pardon me. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. That's what I said. Oh my goodness. This is so good,
It's
Mr.
quite
Blobby.
big.
It's a big poem. Hello, Mr. Wahee. Sure love when my third-party PS4 controller looks like an all-black DualSense. Cool, I'm glad. Eh?
You ready for this, Mr. Bacon?
Apparently I am. Apparently I'm a great writer. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, it's just 20 words. It ended with milk.
What's that got to do with my knob?
My knob isn't even in it. And you love my knob. No. No. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ah! Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Hey? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an M&S poem. It's a Mr. Blobby poem. And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. She's not named Yuri. There's another girl called Yuri. And by girl, I mean grown woman. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. I started questioning my definition of literature, and whilst it's used to mean books by the general public, I think my definition seems to be right by industry standard. Okay. Poetry that fails as literature is not called poetry at all, but verse. Many novels, certainly all the world's great novels, are literature, but there are thousands that are not so considered. Interesting. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mr. Blobby. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
Sausage?
Trying new things like sausages for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all. And the fact that her boobs have got bigger again. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Heh. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sure. Sorry.
Sausage?
This is just a guess, but did you want sausages for breakfast? Did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line, I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Mr. Blobby has no leg to stand on. He wrote 20 random words. This is true.
Watch it.
But he spent long enough on it to let the music cycle all the way around. So 20 thoughtful words. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's try Yuri. Apparently we thought that Yuri might have some more constructive thoughts about it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading 20 random words.
It's quite big.
Quite a big set of words. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
What's that got to do with my knob?
What's that got to do with my knob? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Jesus. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands and points her breasts towards me. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It's been an hour and 10 minutes, we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Like writing sentences instead of just 20 words. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Doki, hello Milky, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. A little chilly under an electric blanket, also wanting popcorn. During the break, I turned the heating on in here. I actually put the radiator up to 2.5. And I think it's warming up a little bit. Getting the toilet is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, breathing air out of the breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, there was one bit where I thought it was an S, but it was a comma. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Well, I just don't read script very often.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, yes, an idiot. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mr. Blobby. Really? Come on. It's about a street lamp.
Sausage!
I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm going to do Natsuki last. We'll do Monica. Jesus. Hi, Mr. Blobby. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha! Don't worry, Mr. Blobby. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something...
It's quite big.
Sayori would like. It's big. It's a big poem. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
But what about the poo?
Why is there a warning on stream for something other than profanity? We'll find out, I guess. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. Neat how Monica looks straight at you while the other girls are drawn at an angle. I mean, Yuri was straight on for a bit, but she wasn't looking at us. I don't know. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You You sure you're not reading into it too much? Aha, I get Coco Baby. Oh gosh, should I say Sayori? But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions. Like happiness and says happiness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Nothing to do with my knob at all. Yet, anyway. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha! Uh-huh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been more.
See the direction the sparkle bridge shoots. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copper
of the meaningless image.
It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side...
It's quite big.
...was looking in. That was quite a big poem, and also a weird one. Okay. So...
What do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Monica just has a special way of writing and seeing the world, apparently. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Is it meant to be a beat poem? Didn't read like a beat poem. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Planning a trip soon?
Yep. Going to Scotland and then LA in a couple of weeks. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Hail and well met, Megabytes! Welcome, how's it going? Have you played this, Megabyte? So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Go with the flow. You haven't played it, but you've seen it so many times. Interesting. I know very little about it. I was told it was meant to be. I was told it's meant to be a scary thing, or at least that's what I heard. But nothing's really happened so far, and we've been playing it for about an hour and a half. So we'll see what happens. Well, it's about what I expected from something like you. Saying absolutely nothing, thank you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Actually took an interesting turn at the end there. I thought that was just going to be a list of things that animals can do. But actually that... People can try, but that's about it is... a nice little turn. Yeah. I told you weren't going to like it. I like it. I quite like that. Yeah, me too. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I can set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Like that limerick that Nixie wrote a while back about needing a poo. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Oh man, I wish I had that to hand. I've got it saved somewhere, but I need to go back and actually find it. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. It's more impressive to be able to write simply but still have an impact. Yeah, did I read that one already? Is what she said. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Who is still 18. Yeah, I guess not. I decide to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. The youngest is 18. The youngest is at least 18. All we know is they're over 18. I glance around the room. I don't really care how old everyone is. Yeah, we can tell. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. That's not what you get suggestions from. You get suggestions from people who don't like it. Or at least, do you? I don't know. Depends if you're trying to make something that people like. Or whether you're just trying to express yourself, I guess. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mr. Blobby did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mr. Blobby liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our newest member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mr. Blobby appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mr. Blobby started showing up. All this over Mr. Blobby. They're trying to impress Mr. Blobby with their boobs. Natsuki!
It's quite big.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mr. Blobby! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! Even if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force themselves to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mr. Blobby. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mr. Blobby? Well? Have I got to choose my favourite now? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh god, that's not the right way to be thinking about this decision. So of course, that's going to be... Natsuki. Yuri? Wait, that's... You're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that I wreck my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah. It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Which is hard. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Not a competition. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologise for me, Mr. Blobby. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori?
Disgusting!
I'll go make some tea. Hey? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that... Hi, Perp! I'm late. I had early dinner and fell asleep before I had a chance to join. What did you have for dinner that made you so sleepy? Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Mr. Blobby. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home. Just some sausages? With anything, or literally just a plate of sausages? I mean, I could eat a plate of German sausages. Sausage? German sausages are fantastic. So we'll all relax for a bit. Just a plate of sausages. An excellent dinner. There's one. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. Sausage! So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. I didn't say it was the most important thing. Just what it... The most important thing is having fun! Ha ha ha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. And cupcakes, yes. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. And Mr. Blobby, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means that I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Mr. Blobby, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go.
FFS.
Sayori beams at me about writing a poem with the intent purpose of
FFS.
impressing someone. Or is that FFS just because nothing's happened yet?
Ooh, yes.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, hang on. Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Thank you for the blessings. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Mr. Blobby, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. In the club? But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. This club is every day. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. That I've put myself in. That I'm putting myself in. Probably not, yeah, not during the weekends. But like, no club that I was ever in was 5 days a week. That's ridiculous. Being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. A 7? Thank you. Who's Noel Edwards? We'll have to invite them to the Noel Edwards fan club. I pat Sayori on the shoulder again. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so now we're writing another poem. Another 20-word poem. What settings have I got? What, I mean, how do I even... I can't even get to the settings. Are those meant to be buttons at the bottom? I can't have them. Now, do I want to actually write a poem that goes like is a certain way? Also, we only have 3 people here. Who's the one we're missing? Is it Sayori? Usually use the mouse to press those buttons at the bottom. Yeah, but the controller doesn't go down there, which is odd. Colour. Corn popped. Nice. Hello, Tanuska. Welcome. Email. Bubbles. Hello, Milky. You've been here a while. Doki Doki. Candy. Bunny.
Sausage?
Sausage. Sausage party. Hop. Socks.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Pork markets. Pork massacre is the closest word to markets. Go on, we'll throw a curveball in there then. Oh no! Anime! Joy!
Guts.
Puppy! Games! Bed! Strawberry! Vanilla! Feather! Ocean! Lipstick! I was rushed. Who rushed me? Perp. Thank you, Perp. Color Email Bubbles, Doki Doki Candy Bunny, Party Hop Socks, Massacre Anime, Joy Puppy Games, Bed Strawberry Vanilla Feather, Ocean Lipstick. What a beautiful poem. There's a lot of reading in this game. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. It isn't a visual novel. Yeah, I know. And it's the first time that we've already played one of these on stream. And I'm beginning to realise that that's a good idea to not play them on stream. Because it's a workout for the mouth. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Mr. Blobby. Yo, Sayori. Ooh, getting very friendly. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club. That's in the club. So far, the only gameplay has been entering your name and pick two lots of pick 20 words. Yes, I know. Yes. It is very much a visual novel. I did know that going in. I just didn't realise whether I didn't know how well I'd handle literally reading for an hour and then taking a 3-minute break out loud. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Is that rude? Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Oh, we're going out of the room. No, thanks! Good yes-anding there, Mr. Blobby. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh. Eh? Why that all of a sudden? Is she trying to get me to buy her a snack? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. A knife, can you imagine?
Money, please!
How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you'd have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So you're either not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves the one option. Why is Mr. Blobby talking like he's Sherlock Holmes? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. It's a snack, something so cheap, Mr. Blobby. I mean, I suspect this is not the first time this has happened. He's getting tired of her bullshit.
Do you suffer? Well, come on downtown and claim your free color email bubbles, Doki Doki Candy Bunny Party Hop Socks, Massacre Anime, Joy Puppy Games, Bed Strawberry Vanilla Feather, Ocean Lipstick. Get yours now at Tom Bacon.
At Tom Bacon, the Tom Bacon stream. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Mr. Blobby to let me borrow some... Tell Mr. Blobby to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. I'd buy a Tom Bacon lipstick. Would it taste of bacon? Or would it be the shade of bacon? Because bacon is kind of red. Pink. Red pink. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Suffering. Not having a snack is suffering. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Uh-huh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. I feel Yuri's position here been the middleman way too often. Oh, yeah. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution? Some weird word choice. Retribution. Okay, yeah. Just calling her out on it. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? The French Revolution, yes. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But why are they acting like she's killed someone? Yeah, it's a bit dramatic, isn't it? You wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Wow, she's a little Machiavellian trickster, isn't she? Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Not a sausage.
Sausage?
Not a sausage. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? A miracle cookie? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes.
But what about the poo?
And it wasn't a poo. Hello, Angel Cake. Good evening. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha! Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good.
It's quite big.
Big cookie. Yum, 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 yum. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. They're tongue-biting cookies.
Cookies that are. Joke you. Oscar-worthy performance, thank you. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I have it? Give it! For fuck's sake. It's the same cookie, isn't it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? The shit nut
chocolate one. Thank you, Safi, for the blobby voice. Hello, Safi. Good to see you. We are playing as Mr. Blobby. Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. She's gonna try and do the Heimlich on her to get the cookie out so she can have it? Ew. Ah, jeez.
I get it. And thank you, Nixie, for the squeaky voice. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her fist. Wolfman. Jeez. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey. Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Ha ha ha. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Oops. Natsuki glances around. Where's Monica? Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Boyfriend? Or other club? Or friends? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Wow, have some self-respect. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Too good at poems. Stab, stab, stab. They killed her, yeah. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Just invented a boyfriend. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ah, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? In the study room? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Piano, piano, piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Visa is small. Pianist.
A small pianist. 2. Yeah, they're getting worse. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Mr. Blobby. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Aha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow managed to finish her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. A whole cookie? One person ate a whole cookie? There was a whole convo. Of course you finished the cookie. Yeah, I know, right? Are you looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just going to mess it up?
Sausage?
My sausage collection. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. You know, I said it yesterday, didn't I? Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can just do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Blobby. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Mo? What does that mean? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Out of the closet. I disagreed with the sentiment of don't judge a book by its cover when it comes to actual books. You can have bad book covers, and they sometimes mean bad books. The cover tells you so much. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. In the context of Japanese popular culture, the quality in a fictional female character of being youthfully innocent and vulnerable in an idealized way perceived as eliciting feelings of affection or protectiveness. I see. Thank you, Mendy. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Didn't want to have to try and explain that what Mo means. Yeah, okay. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from me. And we'll find out what happens on the floor over a manga book after the break. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Goodbye.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We've been playing it for 2 hours now, and so far, it's exactly what it seems to be. I've given my voice a 3-minute rest, so we'll see what happens next. See you, Mendy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed your time here. Right, so we're on the floor. We're about to read a manga. I'm going to keep playing Perp. Creeping the running horse ladies. Alright, let me position my microphone where I want it to be. There we go. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing to be sitting this close to a girl. Should make TTS read the dialogue. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Sausage! I saw it. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Tom TS, Tom to speak, so he's in Tom's voice. I did see something today that was like a service that you could do your own text-to-speech thing, but it doesn't have like an API or anything, so you've actually got to like go to the website and type it in every time, which is an effort. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Bigger Streamer has created its own screen text-to-speech tool and sampled his own voice with the AI. Then there was a lot to read in the game. He presses the button and the screen reader reads it in his voice. I want it. I'll get on it. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
What's that got to do with my knob?
Nothing yet. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Redix, piddling in, hello.
It's quite big.
Good save. Good big save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Is she just reading a recipe book? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into something because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ah, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking.
It's Timothy Bake Yum.
Timothy Bake Yum. Yes, it is. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. What would be a bad hobby to pick up from a manga? Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. Gambling and killing. Everyone's favourite hobby, killing. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? We are doing that, yes. I mean, I don't know if I love it yet, but I'm sharing it with you anyway. I'm sharing my love of gaming with you. Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. You've never done it? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Hello, fellow loser! But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Manga is not for kids. Yep. Second, I read books written for... I read books written for like 9 to 12 year olds. It's fine. Yeah. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favourite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. In the Pokemon manga, some Pokemon were actually killed, like Arbok getting cut in half killed. Wow. Never read Pokemon. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Spoilers. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that for Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. You've been a good person. Okay, everyone. Hey? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Why is Monica bending over like she's going to fart in her face? I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Ah ha ha. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. An entire foot. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Hey? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Yes, I'll kill you by tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, we've been bonding with Natsuki, so should we start with Natsuki this time? Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? She likes it. Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. This was rushed. We were rushed on this one. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean... Ah, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. Huh. Reading it again, I decided it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. It's got the word puppy in it, so it is cute, yes. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, someone's flustered. You gotta read mine now, right? Judging by your tastes, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. This is longer. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Do you like spiders? I know it's a different spelling of Amy. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Jeez. Bit bitter. And Amy's a spider lover, Amy's a spider lover. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. That sure was something. Is spider liking a deal breaker for a friendship is the question. Or are we drawing lines at spider liking? No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree, the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Like anyone would agree, the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. If someone likes spiders, they'll probably be okay with handling them and taking them outside. True. Yes, they can be the designated spider handler. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. Whatever you do in the comfort of your own bedroom, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, don't yuck someone's yum. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to that. Timothy's baked yums, don't yuck 'em, yum 'em. Yum-yums are yummy. I'm going to go with Yuri next. See what she's thinking, what she's gone deep. Gone all deep and moody. Are you still mad at me? Hey? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. I mean, that's true. I do. But I also didn't really get mad at you. You were going at each other. I just had to pick a side. Wonder about the tailoring of those jackets. Is it questionable? That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. They don't normally hug boobs like that. No, this is true. They have a certain speciality about them, I guess. You talking about Minecraft relics? Just decided to do some exploring on a server. First thing I did was chase someone to give them logs because I thought they'd left logs accidentally, but they were for me. Cool, good story. Enjoy your logs. If I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out, and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. No. Read her poem. We can all like different things. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. These are my friends. See how they glisten. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. So while she's sulking, who should I show my poem to next? Let's go, Sayori. Ooh! I like this one, Mr. Blobby. I forgot her name was Mr. Blobby for a second there. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. Oh, we didn't read her poem. I guess we didn't. We didn't read Yuri's poem. Your tone makes it sound like you get like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Mr. Blobby. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. My poem was pretty happy. It had dogs, it had puppies and rainbows. And milk. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Oh, okay. Sometimes a little bit of both. I had a massacre in mine. That was pretty sad. And a massacre, yes, Amy, thank you. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Literally a rainbow. Or was that the last one that had a rainbow in it? Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Not a puppy massacre, I hope. I hope not, no. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Mr. Blobby. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. The bottom of the barrel? I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This is a little weird. I'm sure it's just a one-day phase. We'll just have to hope that the next Sayori poem will be happier. Because you open your scalp like a cookie jar. I mean, that's not the best way to get thoughts out of it. It got a little dark at the end there, didn't it? Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? There's not even mention of breakfast in it. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express... I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. And hopefully many, many, many years from now. Don't get ahead of yourself. So you always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. That's like me. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. So is like us, yes. I guess we're showing it to Monica next. Hi again, Mr. Blobby. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Mr. Blobby. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha ha ha. Oh, jeez. No! It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. Some are exactly 20 words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them... Did you know there'd be this much talking in the game? I knew that it was a visual novel, and I knew it wasn't voiced, and I knew that I'd be reading a lot. Yes, I did. But I am aware that it's a lot of work. They can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe. She's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing on a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Save me, load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Weird how it mentions saving right before loading. Yes. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. After I'm reading, It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. I'm catching myself now. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Have you had your hearing tested lately?
What did you say? The heart. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. I don't even know. None of the buttons... Oh, there we go. That's how we get into it. Okay, save. Let's put it in this empty slot then, I guess. Just in case, I suppose. We can have... You can have 6 pages of saves? That's 30... Why do you need 36 saves in this game? Wait, is this TP even about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha! Becoming self-aware. Can't believe you actually saved, coward. She said it! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? No, I've not read Yuri's. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Why did that sound like they were not near the microphone? Weird. Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yes, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. No one's asked me, by the way, yet. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. Is this where the anxiety warning comes into play? Performance anxiety, maybe. Jesus died for our Cynthias. Jesus cried for our Cynthias. Is that from something? And having fun! That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Oh, 22 Jump Street. Not seen it for a long time. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Feelings didn't bring me here. I know you do. I know we all do. Oh, they do slam poetry. Okay, yeah. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. If I joined a literature club and they made me write poems, I'd quit on the spot. Yes, me too. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Really? Okay, I'm getting into it apparently. I think that Sayori and Monica have really been trying hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is all too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? We've only written 2. Are we writing another one before the event? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off with helping everyone to feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. We don't actually hear what the poem was. That was so good, Monica! Ah, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next, says Yuri. Huh? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. So is this the one we haven't heard yet, maybe? Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. She's summoning a demon. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Save! Save! I don't know why. It said save, so I save. Yes. I saved the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow... It cut out easier, is that what I said? Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. Oh, a lot harder than I thought. I see, yeah, that makes sense. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach much more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Maybe. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Mr. Blobby liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Can't she just read the one that she likes? Do they want more forceful for the stage of the festival? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Mr. Blobby. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. She's got it out for Sayori. Might as well let Mr. Blobby lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Bitch! I thought we were getting on. That's the key. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. They've all heard the poem. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Really. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think there will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure... Hard. It might be hard. But at least you know what it's like now. Shh. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mr. Blobby. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori has been a little quieter than usual on her way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her own words. So let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question's that? You kind of putting me on the spot here. Yeah. Well, where does Natsuki live? I'm assuming there's an element of convenience around walking home with Sayori as well. I'd walk home with Natsuki, I think. I can walk home with more than one person. Does that upset you? Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Aha! You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? What do you mean? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Calm down. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward, yeah. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows indeed? And I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. Something will happen, I hope. Yeah, me too. Okay. Now. No content warnings there. Now, we did this at the start of the stream. I don't know if anything different happens now after we've played some of the game. Hang on. We definitely... Oh, no! Choose not to quit. You get a trophy for choosing not to quit? That's funny. We definitely saved. We just saved there. Okay, exit. Yes. And then we just come back to here. Okay, side stories. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the main events of the game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters. Oh, and viewing their special scenes. Oh, okay, okay. Mail? No mail. Any new pictures? Oh, other people's poems. That was Save Me. Hole in Wall. Yuri's first poem, but we didn't get Yuri's second poem. Secrets. Backgrounds. And sketches. Promo. And the music is... yeah, just songs from the soundtrack, I guess. And then settings, nothing new there. Data collected 16%. Okay, cool. And then you can't do anything else from here other than just go back into the game. So that's fine. Do you feel like an anime girly yet? So easily, so anime girly. Okay, we're done. Thank you very much for hanging out today. It's been a weird one. We'll see what happens in the game on Tuesday. That's when we next play it. If visual novels have a playtime of 8 hours, usually the first 4 is all talk and get into the characters. Well, I was told, while I looked at How Long to Beat, it said 4 hours. And we've played 3 today. So I don't think it's 4 hours long. I think it's going to be longer. Anyway, before we go, there's a words game in progress. So do you want to finish that? You're on level 8 currently. That is with reading aloud. That's true, yes. You normally wouldn't do that. I'm going to cook a toad in the hole tonight. I'm going to cook a toad in the hole tonight. A toad in the hole. It's sausage. But you know what Yorkshire pudding is? It's basically sausages in Yorkshire pudding. That's one. The sausage flash is a picture of the Yorkshire pudding. There's one. It's wearing a it's wearing a hat. It's wearing a hat. So I'm going to cook that tonight, and I must remember to do before and after the deflation when it comes out the oven pictures. One more word to clear the level here. It's not quite done yet. There it is. That'll do. Was thinking toast with an egg in the center or something. I know that some people call that toad in the hole, I think, but toad in the hole in Britain is certainly the sausages in the Yorkshire pudding situation. That's going to be my din-dins with peas. I bought peas specially. Here comes level 9. US boy. Well, why not look up a recipe for British toad in the hole and try it at home? You too could make toad in the hole. It's very easy. And it's delicious. And gravy. There will be... Oh yes, there will be gravy. Not a huge sausage fan. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm surprised you've stuck around here for so long if you're not a sausage fan. It's basically... condition of entry for the stream. That's fine. Obviously, not everyone has to like sausages. Not everyone has to like spiders. But I do enjoy a sausage. There's a fake U here in this round. Oh, my bum's going numb. Sausage! It's the skin does not work for me texture-wise. You know what? I do agree some sausages have too much skin. I'll say specifically, Marks and Spencer ones, not that you'll get this in America, Marks and Spencer ones have very thick skins, which don't always cut particularly well when you're trying to eat them. And that does gross me out a little bit. But the what, like I've, I mean, I don't know if you can get these in America, but you can get skinless sausages. Richmond skinless sausages. I tend to go for a brand called Heck sausages, which are very good and don't have thick skins, or at least not too thick. I also think for a sausage with a thick skin, you need to cook it more. A sausage with a thick skin is good if it's like if the skin goes crispy. But if you don't cook it that much, yeah, I agree. Sausage without skin sounds very American. Circumcised sausage. Good thing they have got a thick skin when you're insulting them so much. I hate sausages with thick skins. I can't insult them. Fake V then. We got beaten. Well done. I'll look up and see if I can work with ground sausage. I mean, if you take ground sausage and sort of form it into the shape of a sausage, it might work. Although it might be a bit weird because you're essentially putting because you put the sausage, you put the sausage in raw batter, and then obviously as you cook it, the batter turns into, it goes all fluffy and turns into Yorkshire pudding. So I think if you're just like forming sausages out of sausage meat, that might go a little weird. Could give it a go though. That'd be an interesting experiment. I mean, you kind of want to cook the sausages a little bit before you put the batter in anyway. So maybe you could like sort of firm up the sausage meat in the oven before you put in the batter. This is absolutely not mandatory, by the way. We're not forcing you to have to make a toad in the hole. But yeah, it's gonna be my din-dins at least. Oh, back is awake. I'm pretty tired. It's all that reading. Too much reading out loud. Level 12! You were eating while we talked, just made an egg and toast sandwich of myself. That's subliminal. That American toad on the hole. I'm not an egg fan. I don't really like egg. Which is kind of always a bit awkward when you go to, well, when I go to an American breakfast place. If I want a hot breakfast in America, it's very difficult to get a hot breakfast that doesn't include eggs. Everything, like eggs is like the base of an American breakfast. But I don't like eggs. I'm going to assume the J is fake here. Are we assuming the J is fake? Oh, I think I've got one of the 6-letter words there. And apparently there's an anagram of nickel in there. If you want a hot breakfast, outside pancakes, yeah. It's either if you want to cook breakfast, it's either eggs or pancakes, and then it's like a breakfast roll or something, like just like a sausage or bacon roll. But like you certainly don't get the full English over there, and like it's kind of a weird thing because like obviously an egg is part of a full English, but I would ask for mine without the egg instead. My perfect breakfast is sausages, crispy bacon, hash browns, beans, fried toast. That's mine. Which is most of a full English, but I don't like mushrooms, and you can keep your tomato. And I don't like egg. And I'm also not really a big fan of black pudding. Black pudding seems like something I should like, but I don't. Would replace sausage with eggs, but aside from that, it sounds amazing. With the full English, yeah. Baked beans is one that Americans turn their nose up at. The room does not include breakfast, no, Naomi, unfortunately. So we have to find something reasonably priced nearby. Because the hotel will do breakfast, it won't be cheap. the day that you come to my office, we can get breakfast in the commissary, which is pretty good and pretty cheap. Might find it an odd choice for breakfast, but baked beans are good. Should try it. Maybe try beans on toast. A British staple. We are nowhere near here, by the way. What's happening? I've just looked at the score. Guys! I'm talking too much about food. It seems like when Americans turn their nose at beans on toast, I think Americans think that beans on toast is like a meal. It's not really a meal. It's like a very light lunch. But you're not having beans on toast for dinner, obviously. Nixie, today's top scorer, 150. Congratulations. You win. Your brain has become alive. Congratulations to you. Well, go Nixie Rangers. Right then, more of Doki Doki Literature Club on Tuesday at 6 PM. You can't really see it very well on this background. We're going to play more of that then. I don't know if we're going to finish it. We probably won't, given what it seems to be our progress so far. There will, however, be a stream tomorrow lunchtime at 1 PM UK. We're going to play a round of Blueprints and find that bloody vault, which is being so elusive to us this last 2 weeks on that. But that is the plan. That's the schedule. Next week, I feel like there might be one day I can't do. I'll put a schedule up tomorrow. I'll work it out and put up a schedule tomorrow. But that is the schedule for the week. Right now, we are going to go and see. I guess we could go there. Yeah, go on then. We're gonna go raid D.W. James, who looks like has been to TwitchCon, and they are back and are talking about that. I'll see you there. I will see you tomorrow for Blueprints, Tuesday for Doki Doki. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to enjoy my Toad in the Hole. See Discord for photos. Goodbye.